Hi, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to start on the Christmas cards. I can't believe it's Christmas already. The mini catalog, it's called the mini catalog, not the holiday catalog, comes out. I'll be sending it out this week to anybody who's purchased from me in the last year. If you want a copy of it, just email me, patty@pspapercrafts.com, and I'll send you a copy. This goes from August 1st to December 31st, 2020, and it has, I can't show you the inside, only the outside, but it has lots of great holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, autumn, Halloween, all kinds of good stuff. So it's really beautiful. So I figured I would start showing you. I think it's a good time to make your Christmas cards if you are social distancing and have nothing to do. So I figured I would make one using this Joy to the World. This is a fantastic set. It's got some big, bold, bright piece joy, and then the smaller sentiments. And what I really love about it are the dies, and I'll show you how it works, but there's actually 3 for each word. So there's a very fine, the red, and then there's kind of a larger one, the white, and this actually fits around the stamp. And then there's kind of a background. So I really love this, and we'll be using the Joy. It works for Peace and Bright as well. And I just wanted to just give you a glimpse of a card I made. This is on yesterday's blog. It's thinking of you, so it's not really Christmas, but I love this set, In the Pines. And this has some really fantastic dies as well for different trees. I don't have them with me, but this is so pretty. It just cuts out the inside. It's so delicate. So I thought this was a pretty card. I love the stamped for the trees. I love trees, so that's a thing for me. So let's get started. I do have my pieces cut. I'm using Real Red and Pool Party for this card. I think that's a great color combination for winter and Christmas cards. And I also wanted to show you this really great adhesive sheets. This is a new adhesive sheet. It's not the Sizzix ones that we used to carry. You get 12 of them, and they're 6 by 12, and you can just cut the size that you want, and then you're going to stick it onto your cardstock, cut it out, and then you don't have to. I used it only for the red, so you don't have to get the glue so on such a narrow cutout. So we'll do that. What you do is you take your piece that you're going to use, and I kind of cut it down to what I thought. So this is Real Red. It's a little bit bigger. And then you're going to take this and you're going to peel the back off. There are, on the sheets, and I probably should have done this, there are lines, and if you cut it so the line is in the middle, maybe it would help peel it off. So you're going to just peel off the back and discard that, and this is the sticky part, and you really don't want to touch too much of it because you don't want to get your hands all full of it. And we'll just lay this down right on the piece, and I would make it a little bit smaller so it's not hanging over the side. And then we'll take our die and I'll run this through the Big Shot. I'm also going to run a piece of the Pool Party, and I'll do that with this big blob. And then I'll take a scrap of Whisper White. Let me see if this will work. Let me get a bigger scrap. I thought I had one. Let me just use this. So on the Whisper White one, I will use this bigger piece. So I'm going to go cut these out, and then I'll show you how easy it is to put together. If you wanted to use that adhesive sheet on the back of this, any of them you can. I just really wanted it for the very thin word. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I think I'm getting a thunderstorm, so I hope it doesn't get too dark and loud here. So this is kind of the big blob. This is the bigger piece of Joy, and that will just fit right there, and it starts to look like something, right? And then we have this piece in red, and let me just poke this out. And so the whole thing is backed with this, and I'm just going to get my Picket tool and kind of punch out those. It is a little bit thicker, but it should, I just ran it through one time with my Big Shot. So get rid of those pieces, and then you'll have the whole word. And you can use this if you wanted to do something else with the leftover. I don't know if you could fit another joy. Let me get this guy out. Okay, there we go. So then all you'll do is take this apart, and it may take a minute to just get the piece apart, and it just peels off very easily, and it's pretty forgiving. I was surprised. It sticks very well, but if you want to move it around on your joy, it was pretty easy. I tried to get each of the letters lined up, and then you could move them around. I actually lifted it up on the other one, but that looks pretty good. And then we can put this down using liquid glue. But it's so easy. You know, I always have I love the liquid glue, but when it's something very fine that you're trying to get in, it's sometimes you get glue sticking outside, so it's really great to use those sheets. And really, to get 12 sheets, it's pretty good. So we'll just lay that down. I think that's so neat. I love it. So let's put that aside, and then we're going to put this up here, and then To the World. So these were the sentiments, and I have To the World, and then on the inside I put Merry Christmas to You and Yours, and I put these all together on my block and practiced on a piece of scrap paper, so that I would make sure they were lined up well. So I'm not going to move them again, but just so you know. So I'm going to do the To the World, and I'll do that on a little scrap here. And then I'm just going to cut it with my scissors. So here it is. To the World. And I'll tell you, my real red ink is pretty juicy. So I took a, I don't know if you ever use Pampered Chef, but those little square brown things that you use for cleaning, or you could use a credit card, just to scrape it, because I think there was too much ink on it. And on the inside, I'll do this while we're stamping. Merry Christmas to You and Yours. So it's nice that you can line this up and see right through it. That looks good. I think it came out better. I think it was kind of goopy before. And we'll close this up. And I did put some of these stars. I guess I could have done 2 stars. I wonder how that would look. Let's try that. It might be too big. Let me try it on a scrap. So there's this other star. Didn't even think about that till just now. So this is what I have, just some stars around, and I thought there should be a little piece on the inside, but let me see on this scrap what it looks like if I put them both on. We're going to try something different here. So this would be the big one, and then if I put this one, that's pretty. So what do you like better? I think these look a little blank. I think I will try that. So we'll see how it works. So I'll just do, maybe I'll just do 2 of them instead of putting them on the bottom. And then we'll do the inside. Yeah, I had the 3 across the bottom. I think it might be too big. So this is the part that's a little bit hard to get it lined up while my camera's in the way. I didn't line that up as well. I don't know. I'm not liking it. I'm going to flip it and do it the way I originally had it. I can't make up my mind. Let's just try this again. I'll probably mess this up now. Just bear with me. So Merry Christmas to you and yours. And that really helped cleaning off my red stamp pad. It was very juicy. I mean, it was bubbly. It was very, very juicy. So we'll put one. These just look like they should have something in the center. I'll have to think about that. 1, 2, 3. It's okay. Not crazy about it, but it's good enough. And then we can get this. So this I just cut out with my scissors. So I'm just going to cut. I'm going to leave a little tiny bit of white. And I would cut this with a trimmer, but it's probably not totally straight. So I'm going to work the scissors. There we go. All right. So that's done. So joy to the world. I was thinking of doing a joy, 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 joy to the world. That's what I originally started with. I may try that again, but it takes up a lot of space. So I'm just going to take my, this is the double stitched red ribbon. I'm sorry, real red. That's not in English. Double stitch satin red ribbon. I was right. And this was in the catalog last year and they carried it over, so I was very happy. There were some things in last year's catalog that did carry over. One thing I think people will be happy about was that moose stamp. Remember the moose last year? It was a very hot item, and there was a punch that coordinated with it, and it ran out, and they didn't get it back in. So this year it's back, so I'm very happy about that. Probably wasting a lot of ribbon here, but I don't want to make it over again. So let's see. And I was thinking about putting some kind of pearls or gems or something on this, but I thought the ribbon was enough. If you like to do more, do more. It's up to you. So before I put this stuff down, I'm going to put the card together because I want to make sure that it's not too bumpy. And here we go. I'm getting the hang of this. You really, if you go down and then go back and click it, that's what I found really works. And actually, I didn't discover it. I saw it on a YouTube video. So this will go down. And then we'll put this down. Oops. So just go like this. It's kind of like the old fast fuse where you had to check it. Nobody could figure out how to check it. So this is easier once you get the neck. And put that down. I'm going to put this down on dimensionals. Here they are. I'm still unpacking from my 3-month adventure in New York, so I don't have everything exactly where I want it. And I'm actually trying to change up my craft room Now that I've had it for a while, you know, you find out things should be in a different place, kind of like in your kitchen when you're cooking, and you realize it would be easier if your pans or your mixing bowls or whatever were in a different place. So that's what I'm finding, and since I had packed up everything to go to New York, I figured before I unpack it, let's get things right where we want them. So on this, I'm just going to cut up some of these because it's very, very narrow, and it's actually even too big for the mini dimensionals. So I'm just going to put a few of these skinny ones here because I wanted to pop this up as well. Take the backs off. So I love this color combination though, isn't it pretty? I think we had a paper last year that had the red in the pool party, and it really just hit me. Let's see if we can get this a little bit nicer. Maybe this was the side. That was it. Okay, so I'll take a glue dot, one of the mini glue dots. I'm just going to pull it up with my fingers and put it on the back of my bow and stick it down. And that's a good thing to use if your bow is kind of funny and you want to keep, you know, some of the tails down or something. You could put glue dots wherever you want. So let's put the inside in. There's the side I didn't like. And you could just roll this. I wonder if I'm at the end of it. No. So roll it, and go up. Roll it, and go up. Break it off. The Seal Plus, that's all little separate pieces. So that's very easy to break off, but it's very, very strong. I like to be able to lift something up if I need to. I would use that for a box or something. So anyway, these are the two cards. I think they're really pretty and bright and fun, and they would be easy to duplicate if you wanted to make a bunch of cards. But thanks for joining. I'm glad you came, and let me know if you have any questions. I'll have all the measurements on my blog, pspapercrafts.com, and you can always email me, patty@pspapercrafts.com, or leave me a comment, and I'll get back to you. Let me know if you need a catalog. You have a good day. Bye.